So how are we doing, guys, and welcome. It's Kraken here, back in 7 Days to Die, the Dummies Guide, and it's day number 32 and it's alpha 19.2 as well. So we got a couple of days towards before the Horde night, so we need to do a little bit of work to the Horde base because we had a few issues with spiders over there, and we need to get some ammo production up and going as well. There's the morning chimes for us. So let's have a quick little look at our chemistry station. We've got loads of gunpowder, over 2,500 gunpowder, and in fact we've got loads. This was all from the oil shell from the other day. Just left that out and going as well. Get that into there. Right, we need to make some 7.62, and we found the last book of the series of Sniper, so we could actually make bits for that as well. So we could make, God, it'd be good if I could actually speak this morning. We can now make 7.62. Oh, 7.63, 7.62. We can now make a box of it. So it only takes 80% of the items now to make a box of 100 bullets. So don't ask me how that works. 80 bullet tips can now make 100, but it is a very good perk. So how many can we actually make? We can make 700. Now I'm not going to do that for the main reason that when the zombies get harder, we're going to need to look at making armor piercing ammo. So I don't want to use up all of the stuff I've got by doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make, let's make 3 boxes of that. There we go, because when we make the armor piercing, the bullet tips and stuff are the same, but the gunpowder, we need a lot more of that. But we've still got a decent amount of gunpowder there, because we are going to have to go and do some mining at some point. So let's put you two back in there, and put you lot back in there. How am I looking over here on my forges? Somebody asked me about the forges the other day, so I'm going to quickly go through it. Let's look at the iron forge here. So these numbers over here represent what I've smelted into the forge from these 2 boxes. So let's put in a load of wood. So that's going to be burning for 20 minutes. So these items that I've already put into the forge will go down here and increase on here. So anything that I want to make over here, I can do as long as the ingredients here are over here. So as long as I've got those in the forge. So if I wanted to make anything to do with brass, I can't do it because I haven't put any brass into this forge. I've literally put clay and scrap iron. That's all I've put into this forge. So anything over here being made with those items, I can actually do. And if I want to empty it, I can then empty it completely out, but we're not going to do that because we need it in there. So have I got any more iron up here? I've got loads of iron up here. So let's get that out, and we'll get a bit more clay out as well. Get that into there. Loads of clay into there because we want them burning the whole time. How about brass and lead? Oh, I don't really have a lot of that. So the middle one I use for making my bullet casings and making my lead bullet tips. So, but that'll take 2 seconds to smelt that in. It's very fast to smelt the lead in. There you go, already done. And we've got quite a bit of brass still in here, but we are going to need to get some more lead next time we go and do some mining. So let's get cracking. Right, I've just quickly stopped my production of the 7.62 because I wanted to put the electric fence posts onto our Horde base. So I needed to quickly craft up 2 of those before I jumped over there. I've got my generator bank, which we bought yesterday. I've got some of my relays, my electric tools, and I've got some engines to put over in my generator bank. So today, to begin with, we're going to do a bit more work on the Horde base. So I needed to get a few things up and going, and then I'll get that crafting again. So we've got to go over and check the trader as well, because we couldn't fit that in to the video from yesterday, and hopefully I'm hoping that she's got a crucible for sale. Trader Jen, we need a crucible. Right, there's our fence post, so let's go. Here we go, Trader Jen's pad. Right, what have we got in here? I did miss, unfortunately, the can of pasta in the other trader. I did put a nice little arrow to that. Now, what have you got for me?
You again.
You know I look good.
I think you like Dr. Jen.
I do like Dr. Jen, but only when you've got the stuff that I actually need. And is that today? Bullet tips are actually really cheap. Right, we're not going to buy any of those though. In fact, ammo's... Oh no, 2,600. Blade traps, probably not going to use. Gunpowder, are you cheap? Yeah, we'll buy you. What else have you got for me? Either cement, because it was really cheap. Now, tripwires, I'm definitely going to end up using. So we're going to buy both of those. 51, cheap as anything. Cheap as chips. So we're going to buy 2 of those, because I will need those. Cigar, military boots. Right, again, you have absolutely nothing. Nothing useful for sale whatsoever. You've got a wheel... 7 forged steel. I need the crucible. Where...
Thanks for letting me take care of you.
Well, you didn't really take care of me, did you? 87. So I think we need to get up to 90. No, not 90. I think it's 105 for the next stage of loot, which is rather annoying. Right, to the horde base. Right, here we are back at the horde base. We've actually got a ridiculous amount of things here. We've got a lot of cobblestone, we've got a load of cement, and we've got more cement actually being made up. And we've got a load of 762, which is beautiful. Now, we've got the dark traps. We're not going to set up the dark traps today. But what we are going to set up is the electric fence post. Now, I want those to go along this bit here. So... when this one's up, along here, we're going to have a fence post. So it does mean that we got to do a bit of knocking out. Well, through the power of editing, that was nowhere near as painful for you as it was for me. We need to put some arrow slits in there, though. There we go. We need one that way and one that way. Right. Upgrade those. Beautiful. Did I knock those out in the end? Yes, I did. Beautiful. Probably the same the other side. Yep. Right, so the fence posts need to be one lower than where you need them, because they're quite tall blocks. Quite tall units. So we need to go to this one here. And we need to put the tripwire in as well. Now, I'm going to put the tripwire in front of the fence posts. So we need to build this. I'm going to build it all out of wood first, just to make sure I've got it right. So put this over like this. And if you watch my tutorial on how to build this base, you'll know exactly what I'm doing. And if you haven't, and you want to know what I'm doing, jump over there quickly. But we need to get this done now. So what we're going to do is get ourselves up here quickly. And the fence posts are here. So we'll put them in. And as you can see, they are 2 blocks tall. So I'm going to put one there. Oh, I could probably reach it from there actually. Jump up to here. No. And put one there. Right, we need our electric wire tool now. And we haven't used this before in this series. So this is a very simple tool to use. We literally right click on there. And you can see we've got a wire, and then we come over to this side and we right click on there, and you can see we've got a blue line now going through that. It's the only thing they updated on Alpha 19.2. Only thing they updated was that sometimes this wire would jump to the bottom of the post for no apparent reason. Now, obviously, we have put no power to this, so that blue line has got no power whatsoever. So that won't do anything to any zombie or anybody like that. Now, I want to build a little room here at the back to put the generator bank into. So I'm going to do a quick little time lapse now of what I'm actually going to do, because I want to put a wall around the side because we had the problem with the spiders as well. So I'm going to do a bit of knocking out and rebuilding of some walls quickly. Right, so you get the general gist of what I'm doing. This is going to actually take an absolute age. I didn't want to have floating blocks, which is why I'm knocking these out, and the same I've had to do over here. But you get the general gist. So I'm going to put this probably one higher again and do this pretty much all the way around. In fact, I am going to go all the way around, and then the floor I'm not going to upgrade. The floor is going to just have to stay the way it is for now. And then we come into here. Basically, this is going to help keep spiders away from us. And we'll probably put a roof on it as well for the vultures. So this will be a whole safe zone, even though we're fighting the horde from over here. So let's get the generator placed down quickly. And this is probably going to be floating to begin with. Yeah, it's going to be floating. For now, it's going to be floating. We need to open the generator up, some engines into the generator. Need to quickly go and grab some fuel. So we'll grab some fuel from the bike. Take half of that fuel there, because we've got plenty of it back at the base anyway. And then we need to open you back up, refuel. There we go, so that's totally full and we've still got plenty of fuel left. Let's put the fuel in there so we know we've definitely got some here. And now we can use our relays. We're going to put a relay, probably, where am I going to put the relay? Should I put it on top here? Put the relay on top, and we're going to be able to cover that up, and I'll show you how we're going to do that in a minute. And we want to go from there to a switch. I didn't bring the switches with me, so we can go straight from the generator, and I'll put a switch when I've built this room, and I'll probably do that tonight off camera, and I'll put a switch in. So we've got a wire going from the generator to here. And then from here, we want to go to one side of our fence post, to be here. And then we need to you need to go from your power source to where the fence post is going to. So now that's done, we can go to there. We've still got that blue line because we haven't turned it on. So if I come over to here now and turn that on, that has now got power. No, the blue line has now disappeared because that is now live. So if I was to walk into that now, that would electrocute me. Have we got a zombie around here that I can quickly get the attention of? Right, finally, as I've heard a zombie. Where are you? Come on, I need you to come on up. Try and get his attention. Come on. Up you come. Ah, there you are. So this should now electrocute him, which will hold him in place. There you go. And while they're electrocuted, they won't do any punching or anything like that. Right, put you out of your misery. So that is perfect. Now that does do, turn that off, we don't need to waste the fuel. That does do a bit of damage. We can now walk through this again because we didn't want to get electrocuted ourselves. That does do a bit of damage to the fence post. So it usually is the beginning fence post. No, or is it going to be the outside one? Yeah. So that's now done 2 damage. So we need a way of getting to that fence post from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out these blocks over here and put diagonal blocks in so that I can actually see the fence post. Right, there we go. So we've got this one up here now open so I can actually see that fence post to be able to repair it. Now, I'm going to do the bottom one as well, but again, I'm going to do that, and I need to do the other side. Do that off camera tonight, because we need to just get this started. There we go. Perfect. Now, I want to enclose all this, because you've got vulture spit, you've got cop spit, all these people spitting at you, which is not very nice at all. We now need to make some... Good if I press the right button, Kraken. Press the right buttons. We now need to make some wooden plates. And from this, we can advance the rotation. We can cover all of this up nicely. Right, there you go. You need to put these ones in just below it because you need to be able to... They need to be able to stick to something. So if you placed it just up here on its own, it wouldn't be, it would just fall down. Now, when they're connected to these ones at the side, that does help and would be okay. But just so you don't accidentally collapse anything, it's worth just putting the ones underneath. And they're strong anyway. These are just as strong as the blocks. So we're making the whole base stronger. So this evening, I'm going to make this, there we go, going to make this the same as the other. I'm going to do exactly the same the other side. But like I say, if I show you one side, then you'll get the general gist of what we're doing here. And what we can do, I accidentally placed one inside there, so I need to get rid of that. Beautiful. Look at that, beautiful. Oh, wandering horde. Right, stop messing my day up. I have made one mistake with this because I do actually need to make it wider because at the moment we're not going to be able to see the fence post that we've put in because we've just covered it up by that piece in there. So while it's wet, I'm going to quickly knock that one out. Yeah, that one there. While it's wet, I'm going to quickly knock that one out. And then we're going to jump down to the book house. So we're going to, yeah, that one's knocked out. And I might knock out the one underneath it as well. Yeah, I'm going to knock this one out while it's wet. And all we'll do is just make it slightly thicker. We'll make it slightly wider. But we can do that. There we go. So that one's all knocked out nice and easy. And all I'll do is bring the plates out. Yeah, so they're going to come out like that. Okay, so I'm going to have to do that on this side. Make this base too wide and we'll come out and we'll make it slightly thicker. So we're just going to put these big Dumbo ears on the side. Right, let me put my stuff away and let's get down to that base, down to that POI because we need to get some books. Right, here we go. This is just a clear. Now, I don't believe we've been through this one as of yet. So let's just quickly go and check the books. I'm sure it was a different one we did. So we can double loot the books. Big apologies for the absolute cluster F of an explanation that I've just given you of how to build that base because that is terrible. I'm going to put a link up now in the top corner for you of, oh my god, of the video I made on actually how to make that. Sentences are not going my way today. Right, sort you out. Why are you all asleep? Empty bookcases. Okay, so we have actually been through this, so we just need to start it again. I didn't know if it was this one we went through or a different one. So let's just get this started and go through the proper way to clear. Got our XP goggles on. Perfect. Let's go get it done. Another book there for us. Hey, Opie. Opie, it doesn't look like Opie. We got Homer there as well. Come on out then if you're going to start getting a bit touchy about it. That's you done, Homer. Can't get to your head from down here. Right, that's you sorted. We check the kitchens. Hopefully they've got some pasta for us there. A few drinks. Bit of acid, bit of coffee. Corner. Doing very well for honey recently. Very well. Oh, was that beef? No, lamb. Shame they all look the same. Bit of old money. Oh, you were in the hot tub, were you? There we go, beautiful. Right, sorted you out. Bit of brass for us, very nice. You're a runner. Got a lot more runners now. Going to take these cars apart as well. Okay, steel pickaxe, not too bad. We're going to scrap you for the parts though. And well, we may as well just sell you. Right, let's get these cars taken apart. Very nice. Well, we actually got ourselves an engine, plenty of gas from there, so that was all good. What was the... Right, Shotgun Messiah book. That was a bar brawling book, so we're not actually using that tree. Knocking down your opponent. Sprinting power. Okay, we'll read that. Beautiful. Right, let's keep on keeping on. Because we're here for books. Where the bookshelves are. Come on out. Come on out, Chelsea. Have a poncho. Some arrows. And we've got to start keeping the dog food because we use that for our learning elixir. And we're going to start making more of that. So that's can of dog food. So yeah, that's the one we need to keep hold of. We read that? No, so that's no use to me. And the lamb we may as well eat, and we'll drink that as well. Beautiful. Right, what do we got here? After mining, I really want to complete all of those. No, that's not the way to go. Vitamins, very useful. Iron pipes. Have a Chelsea. Why do you keep hiding in all the closets? Backpack. Nitrate powder. Anything in here? Nothing at all we need. Right. Oh, you certainly woke up fast enough today, didn't you? When I was up here a minute ago, you just sat there and let me come and hit you in the head. Right, open up this plug. Backpack. Right, let's get our lucky looter goggles on. Right, what have we got in the kitchen? Can of chili. Okay, we'll eat that. Cans. Why would you have water in the microwave? Oh, meat stew, that look like. Anything else? Anything else? Any more for any more? A few more coffee, was that? Yeah, meat stew. Can of stock. Okay. There we go. Now, keep our club out just in case. Here we go. Bookcases. Electric fence posts. We already knew how to make that. Oh, and a pistol. Okay, we can now make a pistol. Read those up. Plaster cast. Well, that means that we haven't got to worry about physician so much. That might be another point we can get rid of. As long as we've read the book for making our first aid bandages, then that's another point we could actually get rid of. Here we go. What have we got in here? Okay, fortifying grip. We've already read. Oh, an SMG turret. We could actually now put a turret on top of our base to sort out those pesky vultures. Okay. Get the paper while I'm here. Fireman's Act. Okay. To increase the speed that we can use our axe. Another shotgun messiah, unfortunately, that we've already read. And a Magnum Enforcer book that we've already read. Right, we've got to carry on. Where are we going now? This way. Should be somebody down here. No? Okay, just a toilet. Acid. Right, I'm going to quickly empty out onto the bike as we're just here. Right, there we go. Oh, we've got a few friends out here. Oh, I love that. Flurry of blows makes a really big difference. Double helmets. Nothing in there. What have we got in here? Cardboard box. Okay. So I've got plenty of room in my inventory now. Why am I trying to beat you up? Check you out. Some steel bits. Oh, you're feral. Core. That was all to do with the flurry of blows there. Normally, if we had kept the normal speed, we would never have got that off in time. Garment. Another football helmet. Chemistry set. Nightstand. Oh, needle and thread we're doing well for. Right, let's get up here. We've got the yellow dot of death. Oh, there's quite a few up here. We got any runners? Yep, she's running. Core. That was good. That was a big help that we took his head off in one. Oh, I can hear some... Come on, over you come. I love them stumbling. God, look. What are you doing? You praying? Look at that. Right, let me get this opened up. Right, the lucky looter goggles are on ammo pile. Okay, ammo, which you'd expect. Painkiller. Load of parts. Another wire tool, hammer. Just some things to scrap. Oh, well, we've got 1,000,001 forges. We now do that. A triple storage mod, perfect. Probably put that onto something. And the last one round the back. We'll probably sell that. Right. We got time to make it to the trader. This is actually from the trader no, I thought it might be this one, but it's actually from the trader down there, so we're never going to make it there in time. So I'm going to go back to the Horde base and try and sort out that cluster F that I was doing earlier, and then I'll bring you guys up to speed with that a little bit later on. Probably the next episode I'll go there in the morning. You'll be able to see what I've done there. It's quite straightforward, but I made it sound 3 times more complicated than it actually needed to be. And like I say, I'll link that video in the description down below. Go and check it out, and that will show you exactly what I'm going to be doing to this base and how I'm going to make it. So that's all from me, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Big thumbs up on the video, please, and any comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Take it easy. See you later.